I have to apologize. My last video from Storybook Woods and the Big Bad Wolf here, apparently I just read a card and didn't play it properly at all, so I noticed I got caught on that, which is good, because what's really funny is it was the gingerbread, or the breadcrumb trail. It says you can only put them, like, in three places. I think it's the dell, the meadow, and the clearing, probably. And I read it, but then I just put them wherever I wanted to because it slipped my mind by the time I got to the second sentence. I guess that's what happens when you have the memory of a carrot. And what's really funny is it didn't occur to me, so I go upload the video and I'm like, well, while I'm waiting for that, I'm just gonna set it up and play again real quick, just kind of see how it goes. And the first event card I drew was Breadcrumb Trail, and I did it correctly. It didn't even occur to me. I just sat there, read it, and I think a lot of it is, you're trying to talk, you get excited, trying to fill that void of no sound. And so I'm not thinking clearly and just forgot. So I'm going to leave these little tokens out here on the board just to, again, remind me that I can only take one victim over these rickety bridges here. And I think we are good to go. We just need to do our big reveals here. So let's see. For an item, we have the slingshot. I like that. The songbirds. These are cool. Those look really cool. At the gingerbread house, the songbirds. Come on. And then... Oh, neat. The cage. That means we can go fishing for the songbirds, but we already know where they are. Okay, so where are we going here? We have the forest dwellers set up. So there are two in the village, two down here just outside of an exit. That's nice and easy to get to, right? Two right side. Oh, and we start at the gingerbread house. That's cool. Glen gingerbread house. There's one here. Nice, and one at Grandma's house, two down here in the meadow, just hanging out. Okay, I guess that... Oh, and an event card, right? The fun thing. Okay, so there's that, and the event card says Hansel. The victim closest to you is now Hansel. Alright, so here, let me switch this out with a blue meeple. Once per turn, whenever you move at least one space, you may move an additional space as long as Hansel remains with you for the entire movement. At the gingerbread house, you may replace Hansel with a normal victim to take any one item card from the item deck. If Hansel dies while in your space, +2 bloodlust. If Hansel leaves play, discard this card. So that's interesting. Okay, so follow me. I've found something tasty. So that's really weird. It says take any one item from the item deck. Now, usually they say take the top card of the item deck. That makes it sound like I can go fishing, right? Like I can take the whole gingerbread house item deck and go pick and choose what I want, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Although I think I want the songbirds, right? I mean, that's amazing. So we'll I don't know. I don't want to cheat and break some kind of a rule where I can't, just go fishing through it. So I might just take the songbirds anyway because I kind of wanted to play with them and check them out. So let's go get it. Let's go get Hansel. We don't start with a search card, right? And so we're in the gingerbread house. So why would we not just try to go pick up Hansel and go right back to the house and get an item on turn one with 2 successes? Holy cow. All right, so let's go. What is that going to cost me? One time, I get to go 2 spaces. I am straight up doing this. I'm going to go 1, 2, right? So now I have Hansel and this person there, and then it says I can switch out Hansel for a regular victim and take a card. So I'm just going to take the Songbirds card. Why not start with that? If the killer is within 2 spaces of me, you may spend 3 time to send the Songbirds to attack, doing 3 damage to the killer. I mean, that's fantastic, right? Like, actually, now that I look at this, we could just long range this whole game, right? We could do, if we use the Songbirds for 3 damage, if we can get the cage, of course, for 3 more, that's 6 damage, and then we get the slingshot. We could do we could do 10. He only has 9 hit points, right? We could do the entire map, like, ranged damage. I like it. And that was 1 card. I mean, all right, let's try a focus. Let's get some lucky rolls or not. All right, so we're gonna dump a short rest and a weak attack for 1 success on a focus to lower that horror. That's gonna cost us 1 time, and I think perhaps, I don't know, this dude does move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. I don't really want to move out of that spot yet, so I think we're gonna stop here with our 4 time. And perhaps we are going to invest I really don't want to just hang out here at the gingerbread house. Maybe we since we're here, maybe we'll buy a search card and a sprint card for our 4 points. That way we can search real quick and then go. Maybe that's our best bet. Okay, so let me reset the thing here. Well, yeah, that cost us 4 cards on turn 1. All right, so now Big Bad Wolf is going to target the nearest victim and or final girl. So these two. So let's go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, huh? Yeah, okay. 2, so he's going to come up here, and then we have to draw a terror card. On the hunt. So that is, so we're only doing the top part because he's in hunt mode, so he's already in a space with somebody. So, oh, great. So that just raises bloodlust, which also raises the horror. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right, we have nothing to do for panicking or upkeep. All right, so it's back to us with our cards. So let's, I guess, start with a... I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to wind up playing all these. So let's just do focus, search, sprint, and walk. And that, I guess, how's that? Oh, man. Ooh, failing a focus. Well, I mean, or we just camp out here? No, I can't do... Well, we could, and we could lower the horror. Did I ever take the card? No, I never even... I put it back, I guess. Okay, so... No, I guess we just fail the focus, all right? Sometimes you just have to take the L, I guess. So that's going to cost us 2 time. I guess you just can't focus when you're hanging out in a house made of gingerbread, huh? And maybe that got the bad roll out of the way. We're going to search now and have a success. Oh, man, please, we need something. There's 1, I guess. Okay. So let's see what else we can find in the gingerbread house. So that's going to cost me 1 time, and we're going to just take the top card of the gingerbread house. And we have a knife. Okay, cool. I mean, that's extra damage. Although I'm fixing to do some ranged, so maybe we should head to the village. maybe that's what we should do here. All right, let's drop ye old walk and see what happens. Of course, a complete fail, so I can move 1 space and take a damage. I mean, why not? Why not? Let's take a damage. It also, oh gosh, that costs us 2 time, and then you know what? I'm not moving because I am going to send the songbirds after this idiot, right? Why not? We're there, right? We're only 1, 2 spaces away. That's good enough. All I wanted was to be within range. If the killer's within 2 spaces, which he is, 1, 2, right? So, oh, spend 3 time. I can't do that. Okay, so next turn. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're done, right? We're going to take our free cards, and we only have 1 point, so that's a close call. Boom. We are done. We're going to dump that search. At least we have a knife. We've got something to defend ourselves with, right? So that's good. All right, so now again, he's in search mode. He's already in a spot with a victim, so he's not moving. Oh, no! No. Oh, no. So he's already in a spot, but now he just raised the horror by 2, so we are down to 1 die. Now we're in trouble. Nobody died, though, so there's that, I guess. And then we have no panic phase and no upkeep phase to do, so it's back to us. So I'm going to use the songbirds right away and spend 3 time to do 3 damage, just right there. Bingo. All right, we're going to throw that in the pile. And, I totally think we should just go around the world, right? Let's hit Grandma's house and then go up to the village, right? Why not? Let's see what we can do here. So we have short rest, weak attack. All right, I guess we're going to... Oh, we have 1 die. Oh, no. All right, let's try focus to begin with. I really needed success here. Of course, we failed, and we're down to 1 time after playing a single card, and I don't have the other focus. Well, I'm not rolling. That's it. We're done. That was our whole turn. You know, pretending to be a Disney princess, sending our birds out for the attack. Oh, this is off to a brutal start here. Okay, so now, again, he's going to... oh, I guess I should take my cards. I guess that's the best we can do. So he's already there, so he's just going to draw a card. I was carried like a rag doll. Move the killer 3 spaces toward grandmother's house, picking up and moving 1 victim with the killer if able. So now it's in grandma's house, and draw an event card. Primrose flowers. Whenever a victim enters the meadow or glen, they immediately panic. Okay. So this is one of those instances where I will never remember that this is on the table. So I'm going to use some other little tokens that I've got here, just as a reminder here. Okay, so the meadow and the glen. Where's the meadow? Is the meadow here? Yeah. This way, this will help us remember that these flowers are scaring people, right? Victim enters the meadow or glen. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now, again, nobody died, so no panic. The only thing panicking here is me, because we have such a bad horror situation going on here, and the only way out of it is to have a successful roll on this guy. That'll help a lot. Oh, thank God. Okay, so that's going to cost me 2 time to bring the horror down by 1, which gets us back to 2 dice. Okay, now I almost feel like we're in damage control mode, and I need to spend those 3 points to buy a distraction to try to crank that back down. Let's see here. How can we spend as little time as possible and still get something accomplished? Successful sprint will get us moving, at least. Ooh, God. Thank goodness. Okay, I was really not wanting to fail that. Okay, so now we can move 3 spaces. So we could go 1, 2, 3 into the glen, but then those guys are going to panic because of the flowers. So we could go, let's do this instead. I've got it. So we're going to go 1, right? And then it's a bridge. I can only take 1 person with me. So we'll go 2, and then I'll come back 3, right? So I saved this guy, and you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to take it right there to drop it from 6 to 5 to 4 horror, because we were in bad shape. Now, I still think we're in bad shape, so I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to spend my 3 points, my 3 time on distraction. We're going to take focus. We'll go ahead and reset everything here for next turn. We've got a sprint and a focus, and then the big bad wolf is going to stand right where he's at and do nothing except for burn through another, oh, here we go, another terror card. It's snarled with red glowing eyes. Okay, target victim, walk towards them, raise the horror again, and raise the bloodlust one, which opens the dark power of 6th Sense. The big bad wolf ignores damage effects from reaction cards such as retaliate. That's brutal. Oh man, and now he's going to start murdering people. This is real bad. Okay. Oh God. All right, so nobody died, no panicking, no upkeep. Let's kiss our butts goodbye. This is insane. 1, 2, 3. So I don't have any way to get down there. Like, I'd have to have 4 success rolls to get my walking down there, which is just not going to happen, right? Like, I need to get down there and get those people out of there. But if I go into the glen with, you know what? Those people are dead to me. That's all there is to it. Ooh, look at that. There's 2 successes on a focus is +2 time and -1 horror. And this guy is really just cranking the horror on us this time. So let's do distraction here. Still 2 dice. Come on, baby. 2 more successes, please. You know what? I think I have to pay for it. Weak attack and short rest going into the pile. 2 successes on a distraction, +2 time and -2 horror. Now we're talking. We're getting a little bit better now. Still not great, though. Let's drop walk and see if we can't at least evac 1 more person. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just walk over here. We're gonna save this person. Gosh, we could spend it on 2 times. Ooh, but there's move 2 spaces too. That's interesting. Let's do move 2 spaces, because we can then go 1 down here and 2 back up here. That way we're like in no worse shape than we were before, and we can use this to heal the 1 damage. And what do they say? Bob's your uncle, just like that, right? Okay. We still have another walk. I think we're gonna stop it here because, oh God, I don't know. We have a lot of cards. We have a lot of points coming to us. Well, I have to remember somehow, and I'm obviously stupid. So let's see here. Ignores damage effects. Oh, damage effects. So we can still use them for ignoring the damage, though. It says the big bad wolf ignores damage effects, right, from reaction cards. So, like, I can still use them to defend myself, but not to hurt him. Okay, that's all right. We have a plan anyway. It's not a very good plan, but it's a plan. Okay. God, I guess maybe we just dump Do we dump? No. I've got a much better idea. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our free card, and we have 10 points to spend. We're going to spend 4 of those 10 points on sprint. That brings us down to 6 points. Then we are going to take. Are we gonna have a focus? We have 1 focus. I think that's probably good. We really want to get this down, and I'm not entirely sure taking 3 points in distraction is the answer right now. I just don't think so. I do think that, yeah, walking is our best bet. Do we take 2 improvises? Maybe we take 2 improvises. He's not going to come after us for a while. So there we go. There's our cards. We still have under the hand limit. Yeah, we have way less. 4, 7 cards. Okay, we're good. Reset to 6. We're going to put back our free cards here. Distraction. Yeah, if we can succeed on that distraction roll, focus roll, we'll be in good shape, although it just occurred to me he's probably going to raise the horror again right here. So he is now in killer mode, right? So he's going to kill this person, which raises that, and then we're going to draw a card out of the woods. If there's no victims on the board, discard and draw. Okay, all victims that are not in your space move 1 space towards the village. Oh, snap. Hold on here. So wait a minute. That means these guys go up here. This guy comes across here. These people, where do they go? Well, this guy's going to go into the glen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these guys are going to go down. That's actually to our benefit. And then this guy who entered the glen is going to panic, as per the Primrose Flowers, number 2. Oh, how funny. That's up here. Well, that guy's really sprinting for the village, isn't he? Okay, and we want the village. We want to get our butts to the village anyway. Man, and we're so far away. I'd love to be able to, like, just raft it over there. Okay, so then, I didn't see this coming, though. All victims towards the thing. Okay, then it's target final girl and walk 3 spaces towards me. Grandma's house is a dead end, so 1, 2, 3, and then attack, and thankfully there's nobody to attack there. He doesn't have 4 movement just yet, so we are, so far we're kind of out of the woods. All right. Okay, somebody did die, but nobody's in his space, so there's no more panicking. That person panicked anyway, and then there's nothing to do for upkeep this time, so now it's on us. And I think that we all need to channel our powers right now and have a successful roll on this. That's what needs to happen. Oh, God. Okay, well, we need to make it happen. So let's re-roll that bad boy. We just need a success on this, please. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Well, it has to happen, so I guess we're dumping. That sucks, but I'm going to dump a walk and an improvise just to get 1 success on this, which is going to cost me 1 time, but it's going to get us 3 dice, which is what I want for improvise, which is, oh my god. Alright, so we failed improvise. So +1 horror, -1 time. That was insane. Ditching 2 sprints isn't the answer here. So, wow, back to 2 cards. Or 2 dice. I can't believe that happened. Alright, let's see what happens. 1 success on a sprint is going to cost us 1 time and move 2 spaces. So 1, 2, we're in the meadow. And our second sprint, gosh, I can't believe that happened. Failed. Lovely. So that's going to cost us, well, I can do move 1 space. I don't even have the 2 time. I don't even have the 2 time to spare. So it's going to force end my turn anyway. So I may as well move 1 space, take 1 damage, go here, and force end my game. Oh, man, that was awful. Our problem is we have 0 points now, so we only get these back. So, that was supposed to be such a good turn. All we needed was this, God, a good roll on improvise, and we would have been in the money. Oh, man. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, so now this guy, he's going to stab nobody in his space and draw a terror card. Oh, great. Yes, this is getting better. Okay. When you move into or begin your turn in the big bad wolf space, take a damage. That's going to be hard to remember, too. So, all right, here we go. Add some hit points to this joker. Man, well, at least he's not healing, from our songbird damage. I can't believe this. Okay, nobody died. He didn't even move, right? He just stood there, right? Yeah, okay. So now it's back to us. This is awful. We need a success. Unbelievable. What are with these dice today? I guess I dump a short and a weak attack to cost me a short rest and a weak attack to bring us back to the 3 dice. I'm going to switch all of these dice out. Those are terrible dice. And all we have is a walk. All I need is 1 success. There it is. 1 success. Okay, so 1 success is going to cost us 1 time to move 1 space, which means I'm taking these 2 people to this exit, and I'm going to evacuate all 3 of them. So that's plus 2 time, puts us back to 6. Take the long rest card, which is her power, and then flip it over. This is an additional victim save. Receive -1 horror. Now, what's up, Mr. Big Bad Wolf? All right, so we have 6 points to spend. I'm booking it for the village. Forget this. I'm going to spend 4 points on sprint and 2 points on a... Ooh, do we take a search or both close calls? Both close calls with the way we've been rolling today, right? That's terrible. Okay, so now up to Big Bad Wolf's turn. They are going to stand there and swing. Did I not take my focus? Okay, stand there and swing at nobody, and then we are going to do a terror card which says... Oh, here we go. If there's no victims on the board, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're in kill mode. Target a victim and walk 3 spaces towards them and murderize them. So 1, 2, 3. Dang it, he's right there killing people left and right. Oh, no. So that was that card, so you can see it there. That was the nearest victim 3 spaces away. And slaughterhouse. All right, so then... This says panic adjacent victim. So let's do the village people first. 2 and 4, so one of them's going to come into his space, and then we're going to do the Dell people. Dude, 1 and 1, and they're going to, oh, of course, this is our situation now. They all ran right to him. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Okay, so somebody did die, so they're going to panic anyway, because now we're done with the killer phase, right? Yeah, that was that. So now they're all going to panic again. Oh, boy. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. So where are we going? 2, 3, and 4 sends this guy into the Glen, which also sends him to another panic. That guy's getting around, man. All right. 5 is going to send him to Grandma's house. Okay. That was quite the eventful turn. So upkeep phase, we still have a few terror cards, so we're good there. So now it's up to us. We do not have any way to do damage, which is a dang shame. Good news is, though, we do have our power up and going, right? So there's that, at least, I guess. So how about a sprint roll? 2 successes. That's fabulous. So we have... That's going to cost us 1 time, and it's move up to 3 spaces. So remember, 1, 2, 3, we take a damage because of his card here. When you move into or begin your turn in the Big Bad Wolf space, take a damage. Okay, so additionally, in fact, I kind of want to like mark that somehow so I don't forget. I'm just going to put a little health token underneath him. Okay, so we don't want to stand here because then I have no cards to do any damage to him. So we're going to try to get out, or at the very least get into the village. Oh, or we're just going to fail horribly. All right. 3 fail. Well, I could spend 3 cards, but you know what? I'm doing it. Because her power is I can spend 3 to convert a 2 to a star. So I'm going to spend these 3 cards just to guarantee it, because I'm losing that many cards anyway. So forget it. There's our 1 success. So it's going to cost us 1 time. We're going to leave his space, and now we are in the village. We do not have a search card. In fact, all we have is a close call card, so that's not going to do us a lick of good. So we're going to take our 4 points and buy 2 search cards. We're going to take our free cards back. We'll put this back to 6 and reset what we've got here. Long rest. Boy, was that useless for me, huh? Okay, and that's okay. Next time, we're going to have both sprints available, assuming we don't get killed by then. So now, we're on to the Big Bad Wolf's turn. He's going to stand there and swing in his space and kill nobody. When you move into or begin your turn in Big Bad Wolf space, discard a random action card if available and plus 2 hit points. So more than ever, we need more damage now. Holy cow. Okay, so What on earth? This guy has 7, 8, 9, 10. He has more hit points than he started with, and we hit him on like the second turn of the game. Okay, all right. Nobody died, so there's no panicking. And look at this is gonna make me angry. I'm gonna flip tables when this happens. So, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Okay, so we have 8 cards. We have potentially a lot going for us this turn here. So the first thing that we're going to do is search. We still get 3 dice, though, which is nice. Oh my god. How about 3 failures? I think we are going to drop close call just to re-roll instead of just pay for the 1. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we're going to end up spending 3 cards anyway. Ooh, and I guess it's going to be a focus and a walk just to get rid of that. So we have 1 successful search. So 1 more time gone and take the top card. So at least we have something now, right? We have a slingshot, 2-handed weapon. I'm gonna equip that instead. All right, and we can use that twice. So let's see here. What is what is the deal here? The slingshot cannot modify an action, and it must be used without one. It can be used once per round. Do not discard the slingshot after 2 uses. You may remove a search card in your hand from the game to replenish this item's uses. Not remove it from your hand and put it in the discard. Remove it from the game. That's key. That's something I definitely would have missed. So, I mean, I guess we do it now once, right? So we hit for 2 damage. So we'll take out the... Oh, Jesus. All right. I guess we're going to take this one out. I don't want to lose cards. Jeez Louise. Okay, and, I mean, we have another search card. We may as well... and just see what we get. I mean, we're not going to get anything because we're going to fail. All right. So there's 1 time, and we now are the proud owner of a lucky rabbit's foot, which I might end up using like immediately here. Discard during the action phase to make a horror roll. For each star, choose one of the following. +2 time. Well, we'll keep... I think we're going to hang on to it for the time being because this is going to be really bad and really upsetting, and we might be able to get out of jail on that one with the lucky rabbit's foot. Unreal. I don't want to start my turn there. I don't want to take any damage. I have no way to defend myself. I'm just going to camp my happy butt right here. You know what? Maybe we'll do a short rest. Let's just see if we can't get 2 hit points back. I mean, at least 1 is something. It cost us 1 time, though, and we got 1 hit point back. I could discard a walk and a weak attack. Ooh, maybe I do, because in that way we keep our time, we get a full heal, and we have 2 time, so we can buy a sprint. So we'll have a sprint and a focus. Gosh, that's going to be weak. That is going to be a weak turn, especially with the amount of terror cards here. It's about to get really, really bad for us really, really fast here. So he's going to stand there and swing again, and then he's going to draw the penultimate terror card. Uh-oh, have some sweets. Place 2 new victims at the gingerbread house. If you are on a search place, I am, you may spend 2 time to take the top item card. I don't know what it is, but I'm taking it. Well, that's less good. Okay. It's a pitchfork. So it's still only 1 damage like our knife, but it's 2-handed, and it says discard at any time to prevent all damage from a single attack. This has been a really weird game. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. So I'm not going to equip it because I like having my slingshot handy here. Okay, so then I'll draw an event card. So this has been a really weird game. I mean, he hasn't really killed anybody. The toll bridge. Place the toll bridge token anywhere on the river so that it touches 2 spaces. Those spaces are now adjacent. You must spend 1 time to cross, an additional 1 time if a victim follows you. Pay my toll and you can pass. It says toll, not troll, like the rules say, right? The rules in the PDF on the website say troll bridge. I don't see a troll bridge card, unless I'm mistaken. Unless there's another bridge card. Placing troll bridge, just like this, only 1 victim will follow you, so keep that in mind too. Huh. I don't know. I don't think that there's another bridge here. Okay, so Where do we want it is the big deal. Where do we want this other bridge? Now, earlier, I had, oh man, such good plans and ideas. Let's put it right here. Let's just put it right there. Let's just put it right there. Okay, so that's it. No panicking. As far as upkeep goes, I think I'm going to hang on to that slingshot because now it's our turn and I'm going to use that slingshot. Ba-bam. We're going to do 2 more damage and remove his card here. Pow. And that gets us back on even footing. And boy, I really want a search card. Okay, and we only have 4 times. So what do we do now? Do we sprint? 1, 2, 3. Gosh, I really need to try to get through this Joker. Oh, and the people won't follow me in there anyway. We're kind of locked in here, so I really don't have a choice. So maybe our best bet is to just stand here. We have 4 points. If he comes for us, he's going to start swinging on these guys first, right? So unless we draw some silly final girl target nonsense here, right? These people won't follow me into the space. He's got us cornered, so at this point, I believe my best bet is probably just to grab a 4-point Furious Strike. Yeah, now, his phase. He's going to stand there and swing and do nothing, and then Terror phase. Yeah, wow. If there are no victims on the board, there are. Place the big bad wolf with the closest victim. Dang it. So now he's in our space. And then it's target a victim and kill a victim. So here's this is going to be so bad. So this guy dies. That goes up. This goes up too. So we're sure to die again. And then that's done. Now we're going to start our turn taking... Oh, no, we won't. We won't. We got rid of the powers, so we won't take a damage. Okay, I was going to say that was going to be awful. Okay, so now we're out of terror cards. So now it goes to panic phase. This is our shot. These people need to roll really low. Of course not. All right, so at least one of them got out. Okay, so they panicked. Now, upkeep phase. I am switching my slingshot for a... I mean, I guess the pitchfork. I guess it doesn't really matter. Pitchfork. Okay. I'd like to dual-wield knives. I'll tell you what. Could you do that? Could you do that? Does that count? I don't know. I've never had like that situation before. I've always had a knife in like a trash can lid or something. Okay, that was upkeep phase, right? No, not yet. Now we reveal the finale. All right, so if we're looking at that, because you look at upkeep phase, reveal finale if no terror cards left. So we have, oh no, tasty treats. When revealed, oh god, what? Of course this happened. When revealed, the big bad wolf recovers hit points for each dead victim. There are 3 dead people here. So guess what? He goes right back to full health. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Right back to full health, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, right back to full health. And we have done now 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage this game. And he's at full health. Dear Lord. Okay, well, and so now his action is target, walk, and stab twice. Oh my god. Okay, so... this is real bad. Real bad. Okay, so it's up to us now. So here we are. We have 3 cards that we can use. So I guess the first... we only get 2 dice. We're going to do... I never reset the time. Do we do the focus roll? I think we do. Let's do the focus roll and just see what happens. Goodness. All right. Plus, okay, 2 successes. That's down here. Plus 2 time. That's good. That gives us 3 dice again, though, which is what I want. Problem is, I can't do much. So let's just drop a Furious Strike on this bad mamma jamma and see what happens. 1 success, huh? So 1 success does 1 damage, it lowers the horror, but it force ends our turn. So it's 1 damage plus 1 damage. So we did 2 damage thanks to our pitchfork, but it force ends our turn, which brings me to shopping now. So we're going to take all of our free stuff back, and then he's going to attack us twice. That's the thing that we have to remember, right, is up here. He's going to kill that guy, then he's going to kill me. And then he's going to heal himself again. Okay, so if he's going to attack me, we need to spend some money on some things, right? So we need to spend some time on some guards. So let's take 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's take both guards just so that we have No, we're going to take 1 guard, which leaves us 6, and we're going to buy critical blow because we're going to be standing there just going toe-to-toe with this fool, right? Okay, so that's us done. We have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. All right, the guard is just going to keep me alive. Since Retaliate, we don't get the damage because of this stupid card here, the 6th Sense. Okay, so now we go to the killer phase, and all he's going to do is kill this guy, which is then going to push this up, meaning he does more damage now, and he heals 1 more. Oh, my word. There's no more cards for this for the big bad wolf to do, so that's all he does is just murderize everybody. So now he's going to attack me. So we are going to guard. We have 3 dice, and we got 0 successes as expected. All right, and what is he doing for damage? 3 damage. I mean, do we just eat it? Do we just eat it? Let's just eat. Oh no, wait. I learned because I got corrected. I appreciate that, by the way, because I would never have looked at this card if somebody didn't tell me in a previous video. Reduce damage by 1 to a minimum of 1. So we're going to take 2 damage and discard our guard card there. Okay. Oh, did I not put these back? So Furious Strike will be available and a free focus. Okay, so he's done. Nobody's going to panic. Upkeep phase. I think I'm just keeping the pitchfork. I mean, I really should have bought a... Yeah, especially because I wound up failing it. I should have taken a sprint instead of a guard, a search instead of a guard, so I can replenish my slingshot for next round, and then just start running away from the guy and just plucking shots off at him. Alrighty then, so let's do a... Well, see, if we fail a short rest, though, and we don't have any close calls, we're not healing very well, are we? So let's start with... I mean, God, we really don't have much. I guess we start with a critical blow. Let's just see if we can really knock his face off. Please. Okay, so, I mean, I need this to happen. So let's dump a short rest and a walk. So that's 2 damage, or I'm sorry, 4 damage. So it's 2 successes, rather, right? We paid for the 1, so we're getting 3 plus 1 for our pitchfork is 4 damage. Oh, I could have discarded my pitchfork because I still have a knife. It does the same amount of damage. All right, so 4 damage. Right there. Lowers the horror by 1, which in our case is going to up time by 1 because we're already maxed out. So critical blow was a success. And then a weak attack. I mean, we just got to do what we can here for damage, right? Oh, God, please. I'm going to ditch a focus and a walk to get 1 success on a weak attack, which is going to hurt me for 1, but hurt him for 2 because it only does 1 damage, but we have a pitchfork. And then, and I kind of don't mind what's going to happen here. So... we have a sprint. You know what? We haven't spent anything for time somehow, right? Because we were really just doing attacks. Yeah, there was no time on any of this. So let's do one last thing. Let's see if we can run out of here. And maybe we can, 1, 2, 3, maybe we can at least buy a little time for us. Not really. Okay, so, and by time I meant space. So that brings us down to 6. With 1 success, move up to 2 spaces. So let's move 1 and 2. Let's go this way. I mean, we may as well evacuate somebody if we can, right? Less dead bodies, the better, right? Yeah, I guess. No. Forget it. I don't care if you die. So we're going to take this guy over the bridge into the glen. He's going to panic. I want to get to Grandma's house. 1. Where does a 1 panic send you, buddy? Nowhere? Oh, back into the woods. All right. Nice knowing you, pal. That's fine with me. Okay, so we are done. Now, he is going to target nearest victim or final girl, so he's going to come down. Oh, he doesn't have this anymore. So he's going to come down here, kill this guy, right, which is going to push this up, and it's going to panic adjacent victims, which is nobody. That's fine by me. Now it is going to be... Well, he didn't attack me, so that's good. Oh, yeah, I never spent my 6 points. Jeez. So we're going to take... Crap, I forgot. I wanted to go to Grandma's house, so I need a sprint and 2 searches. That was the plan, was to go to Grandma's house. There's our 6 points. Let's put all this stuff back. Sprint 0, 0. Critical blow. Yeah, see, we need to... I want to replenish my my slingshot. I like the idea of staying away. But if we can do that and hit Grandma's house for the birds, we got this fool, right? Hopefully, anyway. We don't know what's down there. Okay, so now we are... So he killed that guy. He kills 2 people in that 1 space. No big deal. We're good. We're letting the bodies hit the floor now, right? So it's our turn. we have a single chance at walking somewhere. Please, for the love of all Disney princesses, let this succeed. At least one space. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay. All right. Because we need our Disney princess magic this turn. Okay, so there's 1 time, 2 spaces. I'm only going 1 space into Grandma's house. Now that we are in Grandma's house, we're going to drop a search because I really want the cage. Are you serious? All right, forget it. I'm dumping them both. Search and... Oh, that sucks. Because I wanted to replenish the... Well, he's going to be, like, up in our business anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. So I'm going to dump both of those to take 1 success on a search, which is -1 time. It gets us the cage. It's still our turn. You may discard this item to retrieve the songbirds from the item discard pile or from the unused item card. So I'm discarding the cage. We have the songbirds back. It's still our turn. Nothing force ended our turn yet. Or our phase, right? Our action phase. Nothing force ended that yet. So if the killer is within 2 spaces, which he is, right? 1, 2, you may spend 3 time, we have 4, to send the songbirds to go attack him. So why don't we just do that? All right? Sounds easy enough. So here's 3. The songbirds are out. Go get them. Like, I wish I knew the name of some Disney birds. Like, I'm sure some of them have names, right? Maybe we'll just pretend they're the 3 good fairies. What are their names? Merryweather. What are their names? Oh man, is one of them Flora? I don't know what their names are. Okay, anyway, go get them, birds. So 3 damage. So that's 1, and then of course it all comes down to this. Yes. All right. I mean, that was it, right? The birds got him. I mean, they didn't say anything about not being a killing blow. Man alive. I was fearing for my life there because, well, I mean, we had the pitchfork, so like if he did come for us, right? If we didn't just kill him in the dell out here, we could have discarded our thing for at least 1 damage, right? And then he does 3 damage. That's right, he does do 3 damage. Spend 3 time within 2 spaces, right? 1, 2. Yep. All right. I think we're golden. There's the champions, the real winners here. I can't believe how much damage we had to do this game. That's crazy to me. And then just for the sake of it, I like knowing. Oh man, look at that. That would have been crazy good. And then we had the candy in the village. We had the bread and the flowers. Oh, I love the flowers. The bread and the flowers. The thorny vines. Those would be a lot of fun to play with. And the red cape, if you can get that early, would be pretty sweet. And the basket. Shuffle the unused item cards and draw 3. I liked that a lot. That worked out so well for me. Wow. Heck of a game. Once again, I mean, I have so much fun playing Final Girl, and I know everybody does. This game is fantastic. If you enjoy solo games, and, you know, maybe horror's not your thing, so maybe that's no good for you. And, you know, obviously not everybody likes dice. Not everybody likes the hand management mechanism of this game. One thing I haven't done in 2 games, and it's not like I've forgotten a rule, is you can if you got cards in your hand and you don't want to use them, you can spend them for time. And it just hasn't come up to where I'm like, boy, I wish I had that one more time yet. Or in a while. It hasn't come up in 2 games. But that is an option of things that you can do that I just haven't had to do for a while. Whew, that was a weird game, especially, you know what made it incredibly weird? The lack of dead folk, right? Eventually we had 5 people die, but the amount of healing this guy did and the amount of damage that we had to do 9, 13, 14, we did over 14 damage, because remember, he healed when he drew that, and I don't remember how much he healed. He healed to 10? So we probably did like 17 points of damage or some ridiculous thing. But he didn't do a lot of killing, which was a little strange. Just like because of the cards we drew, right? Yeah, in fact, there's only 3 in here, and these, he was not activated yet, right? So he was just walking around causing problems, not really killing anybody. Wow. Really good stuff. I like this one so much, I kind of just want to play it again instead of moving on to like the next box, because, I mean, it's so fun. It turned out to be really, really fun for me. I really like the whole theme. They were great with all the cards and thematics and everything. Awesome. In any case, that's, what do they call this one? I have completely forgotten the name. Something the Dark Moon or something. Once Upon a Full Moon. That's right. So this, Final Girl, great game. Obviously, highly recommended from me. Not that that means anything. Do me a favor, please subscribe, comment. I've been pretty good about getting back to the comments when I have a chance. And remember, the most important thing, be nice to people. Games are made for everyone's recreation. Take care.